the history goes back a long time to when I broke my front tooth when I was only 15, and it's always worried me. In my later years, I went to a friend I knew, and he did good with my teeth, but it didn't seem as though it was a permanent solution, and I was continually going back, and it felt a bit indifferent, that I didn't feel as though I was getting something that was going to be lasting for me, and I was not happy with it, and so I started looking around for another alternative. Probably over the last 2 years, things did get worse, and that was when the gum infection started, and I was never completely happy with them, but it was always unacceptable. I had a procedure done which would get me through until the next time, and that seemed to be okay. But towards the end, I felt as though, I wasn't getting something that was more permanent, and I don't mind smiling. I've always smiled, and I've always had a job where I needed to smile, and so it was important to me that I did have a good smile. But I found that I needed to have some more permanency about what was going to happen, and I didn't hide my smile. I always showed my teeth, but probably I may not have kept the lip down a little bit lower. But it was something that I needed to do something about, and it was the biggest worry that I've had for a long time. Well, I'd been thinking about it for a while, and I realised I had to do something about my teeth. Joan, my wife, was saying, "Come on, Dennis, you've got to make a decision here. Okay, where am I going? I need to find another dentist." I'd decided that, so I started looking around and thinking about it, and then I was talking to my daughter-in-law, and I said, "Oh, I've got some problems with my teeth." "Oh, Dennis, well, I've just been to a dentist, and I had some problems. I'm very nervous about my teeth, and if you're looking for a new dentist, I can recommend someone that you go to." I thought, "Oh, well, that sounds like a good recommendation." So I came along with the knowledge: A, I had to do something about my front tooth; B, I had to do something about the gum infection; and C, perhaps overall I needed a whole sort of new appearance. Also the time frame, because my son's wedding was coming up, and that was a pretty important time for me, and everything had to be just right. I can always remember coming in here each time and feeling quite relaxed and settled, and it was always nice to get a phone call from Nadia to see how I was progressing, how I was after some of the more lengthy procedures. So I felt relaxed the whole time, and the time frame, everything seemed to work out, and I just felt I had the support the whole time, that it was explained what was going to come next. There weren't any sudden procedures coming up that I knew nothing about. I was well informed about how everything was going to be, and well, as far as the actual time that it took, it did seem to go quite quickly in the end, because I felt at the start, I'm wide awake here, I'm not going to sleep, and I'm going to sit right through all this. But then very quickly I think I drifted away to sleep, and the next thing I knew was the procedure was being completed, and that seemed to be the case on both occasions. And I felt as though it wasn't a long time. I didn't feel groggy. I felt quite relaxed, and the time just seemed to pass very nicely. They did very well on the wedding day, and I had as big a smile as anyone there, and I've got photos to prove it. I was just so grateful that when the wedding day came along, that I was able to participate and have a lovely smile and enjoy myself.